14 years ago, I was given the most powerful piece of advice I've ever received by a total stranger. She gave it to me in the most desolate of places, not a mountaintop or a far-flung desert island or even a desert. It was in a hospital elevator. Because when you are a mother and you have been up all night in the intensive care unit of a children's hospital, desolate applies. We were in stage 1 in the first round of 5 rounds of chemotherapy for stage 4 lymphoma for my son, and it had been a disaster. I was terrified. I was exhausted. I was worn down by the relentless beep, beep of his heart monitor and the whoosh of his ventilator and the cold clinical darkness of the long night in a hospital room. And then there was Remock. Remock was the giant green hospital mascot. It had a mascot. And in the elevator in the hospital, there was this Disney princess voice that would announce the floors. And at the end of every trip, she'd say, "Don't forget to visit Remock in the lobby." Every trip. "Don't forget to visit Remock in the lobby." On the first day, I thought it was a lovely sort of child-friendly touch. By now, I was ready to take the stairs. And we were on the 6th floor. About 2 floors after mine, a woman got in, and we stood there in the bleary silence, not listening to "Don't forget to visit Remock in the lobby." And she looked at me, one exhausted mother to another. And the connection was, it almost brought me to tears. She got it. And she walked over to me and put her hand on my shoulder. And the touch was desperately needed, that connection. It meant so much to me. And she said one sentence: "It won't always feel this way." What a powerful thing to say, because in a children's hospital, you can't say it'll all be okay, because it might not. And everyone in that hospital is deeply aware that it might not. Still, in that one sentence, she gave me an amazing lifeline, a truth to hang on to. I wouldn't always be this exhausted. I wouldn't always be this scared. And later in the visit, when a hospital nurse said, "You'll be amazed what you can come to think of as a good day," I believed her. She gave me that wisdom. I have passed along that wisdom to lots of other people in lots of other situations, hundreds, if not thousands of times. Because it didn't take any special expertise. All it took was understanding and being in the same place and genuine kindness. So when I suggest to you that you begin every day with the intention to take one person and affirm them, believe me when I promise you the impact of that statement. It's been 14 years and I've never forgotten it. I've passed it along hundreds, if not thousands of times, and you can do the same. And that boy on the ventilator, he did live. He's 27 years old and he's about to marry the love of his life. And when he is taking that first dance with his beautiful bride, and I am crying tears of happiness gently, no, I'll be ugly crying, tears of happiness, I will try to remember, might not always feel this way. But you can bet that I'll say a prayer that it does.